I'm good. I just hate hearing my own voice. I sound so weird.
Okay, I hate my voice too. It never sounds the same.
Wow, people have to listen to me. I sound so annoying.
Okay, well, this is your first official like mentorship call. So what I wanted to do is just kind of go over a couple things for you to focus on in your first week, and then we can kind of check in next week and see how you did with these things. And if you still want to focus on these things, or if you still need a little help with them, we can keep working on those. But if you're ready to move on, which I have no doubt you will be because you're already posting about Shakeology, which is awesome, we can focus on those. And if you're ready to move on, we'll just move on and just keep going full force with this, okay?
Cool.
All right. So I know I sent you a video in your email, and I wanted to see what you decided, like what kind of coach you wanted to be and what you expect from this business. Like, what are your goals and what would you like to achieve with what we have here? I can't find your paper.
Yeah, coach. So because I know I can't dedicate as much time as like I would need to if I was a full-time coach.
Mm-hmm.
Getting into it, I don't want to put like so much pressure on myself and then be like freaking out, like, oh my God, I can't hit this goal, this and that. So then I just want to kind of start off slow, build myself, get the skills, figure it out. And then if I eventually want to become a full-time coach, I can do that. Or if I want to kind of take it slow, I can just kind of do it on the side, just make some extra money and just kind of help people on the side type of thing.
Okay. That's totally cool because you can start off as a hobby coach, or you can start off as a like discount coach like I did, and then you can go from there. It really just depends on what you want to do and how quickly you want to go, and then what you can like how much time you can commit at the moment. So if right now you really can't you can't consider yourself like, okay, this is all that I'm doing, then that's totally cool. But I definitely think that that helps me knowing that, because then I can kind of push you in the right direction and kind of help you lay the foundation for right now for eventually building a larger business, because you need to lay the foundation. If you want to have a solid business, the foundation is like the most important part to get.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So I know we talked a little bit about your why the last time we talked, and you were telling me that you really wanted to help girls who felt like they didn't fit in, and people who went through a lot of the same things that you did, which I can relate to as well. But I just wanted to see if there was any other thing that you were really doing this for. Like, for example, I just got my student loans, my $28,000 student loans. So that's going to make me do it when I don't want to do it. So do you have anything that you're really hoping to kind of maybe take care of, or something that you would love to see happen for you that will make you put in the work and do it when you don't want to do it?
For sure. Well, pretty much like the why of like emotionally why I want to do it. I kind of tried to write in my profile for the Team Beachbody.
Mm-hmm.
Into mostly there, but also I'm having some kind of serious health issues. So depending on like my coverage and stuff from work, that's kind of why I'm staying there. Just because I need medical coverage right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I may have some kind of hefty medical bills coming up.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of why I'm like a little more trying to push myself into like my nutrition and stuff to like boost myself and get like an extra income, because in my job I don't get paid very well.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to be there to get my benefits type of thing. So I think it'll help because I don't really want to put that financial burden on my parents too. Like
Okay.
I'm 25, right? So I don't want to have to rely on them for everything. So I kind of want to get an income going so
Okay.
I can get that settled.
All right. That's actually really awesome that you have that other thing there, because that'll make you do it when you don't want to do it. And also it's really nice that you are looking long term, like you are looking out for your family as well, and it's not just something for yourself, and that'll really keep you accountable and help you get the things done you need to get done when you really feel like doing other things.
Exactly.
Yeah. 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 So I kind of wanted to just give you three things after talking to you about like where you wanted to start off. there's at least 3 things for you to start doing this week that'll help you lay the foundation for a solid business and help you get those medical bills covered that may be coming for you, and take care of your health and everything. So the first thing that, as a new coach, it's super important that you're doing is reaching out to 3 to 5 people each day. Now, to do that, what I've found the easiest thing to start off with is to make a list. So if you go to your Facebook and you go through all your friends, you make a list. It helps if you write it down because you have like a concrete list that you're working from. If you're more of like a computer person, you can do Word or Excel if you're into that. I mean, a lot of that's like too techy sometimes. So paper works too. But it's just important to have that list because what that allows you to do is when you're writing down names and you're thinking of people, it reminds you of somebody else. And then you're like, oh, I could write their name down too. So just write down anyone and everyone you can possibly think of, and you could totally get at least 150 people because I'm pretty sure you have more than 100 friends with this book. So that's a good place to start with names. So once you have your list, you want to reach out to at least 3 to 5 people. If you wanted to build a little faster, I would tell you more, but for right now, 3 to 5 is a good amount of people to start building and reaching out to. And what you want to do is kind of just catch up with them. Like if you haven't talked to them in a while, you might want to reach out to them and see how they're doing. Go to their Facebook page and you might see they just got a dog, or they might have just got engaged or just went on a vacation. So you want to just kind of start a conversation about that. Like, oh, hey, how have you been? I haven't talked to you in a while. I see you just got a new puppy. So cute. What's his name? Just like a genuine conversation that you want to start with the person. And then you're just going to talk to them about whatever. Like, you're not going to mention Beachbody. You're not going to mention, like, Shakeology or any of that. You're just going to talk to them. And then you're just going to keep asking questions, like asking them questions. So be more interested in them than you are interesting. And what's going to happen is they're going to ask you, like, okay, well, what the heck are you doing? Because you keep asking me all these questions. So then you can tell them what you're doing in your life, everything up until now. And then if you want to throw in at the end, and I just started like an online health and fitness coaching business. So if you know anyone who could use my help, I would greatly appreciate it if you can kind of just let them know that I'm doing that or something like that. And sometimes they'll be like, oh, well, like, I'm interested. Like, what is it? You could probably help me. Or if you decide you can invite them to a challenge group, you're more than welcome to do that as well. You could tell them you're starting up a new, like a brand new group that you're a part of, and you were looking for accountability partners, and you're wondering if maybe they were interested. So that it's not just like, hey, I'm a coach, like join my group. You know, like you already are talking to them, and then you kind of just slip it in.
For the challenge group, is that when they purchase like a 21-day fix or something? Like, I do my challenge group and just buy this DVD kind of thing, and we can like do it together, or?
Yeah, I have a script for that. So what's going to happen is when somebody expresses interest in that, you can you lead them through these questions, kind of get to know what their goals are, and then you talk to them about the group and everything, so that and even if they ask you like, well, how much does it cost? Because some people ask you that right away, like, oh, how much is it? You kind of just want to say, well, that depends on what you need and how you choose to enroll. So do you mind if I ask you a few questions first to see how I can best help you, and then we can go from there? So you always want to dodge that question, because when people hear the price sometimes before knowing the value and knowing exactly what it is that they're getting, they're just going to turn it down just because of the face value of it, and they're not going to actually know what it is that they're getting. So you always kind of want to go right over that and just ask them questions.
That's what concerns us, because with the Canadian conversion, it comes out to a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have to kind of figure out how to ski around that a little bit.
Yeah, and if you go on your website, I'm pretty sure it'll show the Canadian prices.
Like the Shakeology for a month supply comes out to almost $200. It's like $186 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's a little bit more. So I'm like, I might have a little bit more of a hard time with that, but.
Well, there are totally a ton of Canadian coaches who are super successful, and I have a few friends who are coaches in Canada, so I could always like hook you up with them too, so you can kind of talk to them and see maybe what they do about that, because I mean, we get objections over here in America too, and it's not even that much. So, but yeah, I could totally see that. But I can hook you up with some people I know who are like really successful in Canada, so they can
Okay.
help you out too.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think that first task of reaching out to 3 to 5 people is something you could do this week?
For sure.
Okay. Awesome. So then your second thing that you need to be doing as a new coach is to be a product of the product. So what that means is just posting consistently on Facebook and Instagram, showing people what you're doing, showing people that you're working out, that you're drinking Shakeology, that you're making all these changes in your life and how it's like positively impacting you.
Mm-hmm.
So you could post about Shakeology maybe like twice a week. I wouldn't recommend posting about it every single day because then people are going to get sick of it. They're not going to want to talk to you about it. Also, when you post about Shakeology, I haven't had a chance to see your post, but I'm pretty sure like you didn't say what it was.
No. I just said, I'm like, oh, I just tried this amazing like superfood shake. I'm like, it has protein and phytonutrients, greens, and everything. I'm like, it's like a
Awesome.
nutrition powerhouse kind of thing. So I didn't mention the name at all.
Perfect. All right, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing.
I
So
remember the last thing, I like take mental notes of everything.
yeah, that's really good though. That'll really get people more interested in what it is than like if they just see the name.
Exactly.
Um, so you got that down, but some other things that you can post about are you can post your food. I know you're really into food and clean eating and all that, so you can really post about that. And you would attract a lot of people who are into a lot of the same things by doing that. You could post about, you can do like a before and after, you could post a transformation, you can talk about your story if you feel comfortable doing that right now. If not, we can work on that because you don't have to tell your entire story all at once. You kind of just want to sprinkle it like here and there, like little bits and pieces. And I'll teach you how to do that too. But you can talk about the coaching opportunity. You could talk about like you do funny fitness stuff. You could take photos of you working out, inspirational stuff. Whatever really resonates with you is what you want to share with people. So if you were to go to a fitness page, you want to think about what would I want to see if I were going to somebody who I would wanted to look up to and go to for fitness and health advice. So that's kind of what you want to think about when you're posting.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you before I posted it, because I just got the 21-day pack thing and everything. So I was gonna write a post and say like, I just joined with like Carolyn Monroe and whatever, and we're the weight and fit list coach, blah blah blah, and we're gonna start a 21-day challenge. If anyone's interested, kind of message me type of thing. So it's not like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, buy my pack, but it's kind of like this is what I'm doing. But I just wanted to buy you first before I like post anything, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Actually, I was going to talk to you a little bit about that on this call too, about like announcing that you're a coach.
Yeah.
But I do have one more thing that I wanted to tell you before we did that. But that's really awesome that you kind of are already thinking like the gears are going in there. So that's really cool.
So much fun and everything. I'm like,
I'm so excited. But yeah, so posting, I don't think that would be a problem for you. Could you agree with that?
yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. So then the last thing is just doing your personal development. And I know like a lot of times it goes overlooked because it's like, oh, I don't want to read and I don't need to do that. But I mean, I thought the same thing, but I was so wrong. When I started doing it was when I really saw a huge difference in my business. And it was because I had a belief in myself and I really thought that, okay, like I can do this. So it's super important to be doing some type of personal development, whether it's reading, listening to audio, podcasts, whatever. And I'll send you a personal development audio of the book You Are a Badass, so you can listen to that. And it's my favorite book, so I always send it to like all my new coaches.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah, it's really funny too, so you'll like it.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, cool.
All right. So those are just the first 3 things for your first week. Can I hold you accountable to these 3 tasks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Perfect. So I wanted to talk about a couple goals for you for your first month, and then I'll talk about announcing that you're a coach and then talk about coach basics. Okay?
Yes, sounds good.
All right. So as a coach, a brand new coach, you have a goal to hit Success Club. And I'm sure you've probably heard about it floating around the team page and stuff like that. But Success Club 5, when I started as a coach, I made that a non-negotiable goal from the beginning. And I attribute hitting Success Club 5 every month I attribute my success to that, because I never missed a month of Success Club ever. And it really helps you build momentum in your business. It lets people see that you are helping people, and you get rewarded like cool prizes and stuff, which kind of helps. But it's really cool to hit Success Club 5 your first 3 months as a coach too, because what that allows you to do is get a free ticket to Nashville, Tennessee to go to the Beachbody Summit event. And it is something that you do not want to miss. Like, this t-shirt's from there actually, but all of the people, like all the Beachbody coaches, all get together. We have like this huge party, this huge celebration of success. There's guest speakers, like keynote speakers. Simon Sinek was there last summer, and there was a couple other ones. And then all the top coaches and stuff talk to you about, they share their story. They talk about what they're doing that's helped them be successful. So it's just a really cool opportunity to be a part of that. You get to learn from the top coaches. You get to meet your team and hang out with your team. So it's really fun to be involved in that. And I would love for you to be there with us. So if you want to get there, if you want to be at Summit, I will do everything that I can possibly do to help you make that goal happen. Does that sound like something you'd like to do?
Cool, like if like to like meet people you kind of meet online too, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's funny. That'd be cool. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. And then your next goal from there, which I also don't see you having a problem doing, just based on how you're already taking off with this, is to hit Emerald. So basically that means you just sign up 2 coaches and you're Emerald. So the quicker you get to Emerald, it allows people to see like, wow, that's legit. She's really having success with this, you know? So when people see that, they'll be more interested in what you're doing. So it's just another goal to have in mind when you're thinking about like really starting to build credibility for yourself too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now that you're a coach, we have to announce that you're a coach so people know. So that's kind of like what you were talking about before. What I like to call this with new coaches is like open shop, kind of like the grand opening of a business, like a brand new business. You want to let people know what it is that you're doing, why you're doing it, what you can do for them, and then, hiccups. Then you want to invite them to something. So you can invite them to the challenge group. You can invite them to right now we have the challenge group going, so I would focus on inviting them to the challenge group. And you could say something like, so I just started this brand new journey. I'm really excited about it. I'm looking for accountability partners to help me stay on track, and I'd love to help you get on track too. So if you're interested in joining me, I have a group starting up on the 19th of October. Comment below or message me and I will give you the details or something like that. But I have a video which I will send you that kind of explains to you how to open shop. It'll show you a couple examples of some coaches on our team of their open shop posts so that you can see what they did. And then once you have that all together and you write up your little post, and you get a little picture, which can be a before and after. It could be a work in progress photo. It could be just a photo of you just real like happy, smiling that you're like doing this new thing and you're really excited. Once you have that, if you could send it to me, and then I can kind of help you. I'll read it with you. I'll go over it, and we'll kind of I can't think of the word right now, but we'll go back, just like go over it, and then
Review it.
Yeah. And then what we'll do is we'll make sure that you post it at a high traffic time so that a lot of people see it. And okay. We'll post it on Instagram. We'll post it on Facebook too. So whenever you can get that in to me, we'll look over it, and then we'll figure out a good time to post it so that you get a lot of feedback and traction on that.
Perfect.
Sound good?
Sounds very good.
All right. Awesome. So I did want to show you one last thing. And this is, let me share my screen. Okay. So now that, oh no, where'd you go? Okay, there you are. So now that we have some goals for the week and we have some things to focus on, I want to show you our Coach Basics group.
Okay.
Which is the training group that I had mentioned to you.
Yeah.
So what this group is, it's a group that you go through at your own pace to learn a little bit about coaching each day. And it's pretty simple. I'm going to add you to this group, or I'm going to send you an email. And in the email, there's a link to like request to join the group. So whenever you're ready, you just click that link and add yourself to the group. And then I will tag you in the start file.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're looking at the discussion page, I kind of wanted to show you this because it's a little confusing at first if you're not used to a group like this. This is the discussion page. But when you come to this group, you really kind of want to just ignore this whole thing in general and just go to the file section.
Okay.
Where you'll find all of the lessons in here, like every day. And then you'll just click on each one. So after the first one, you can start day 1. And there's always a video. So you click the video, watch the video, and then there's like a little mini homework assignment kind of thing. And then you do that in the comment section. So you'll go all the way down here. You'll do your whatever it asks you to do. And then you'll tag me in it so that I can see that you have done that. And then you can move on to the next day. So then you'll go here and go back to the files and click on day 2. And then you'll do day 2. But you don't have to do it all in 15 days. It's just broken down into 15 things.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, so you can do like a day and then take a day off, or do like a couple days if you want to do a couple at a time. But I suggest that you try to finish it in at least a month's time so that you really have a full knowledge of everything. I wouldn't try to oh wait, I mean to click on that. I wouldn't take more than a month to finish it if you really want to start building your business. But like I said, it's all up to you. I'm not going to be like, hey, do your homework. I'm not going to be like your mom. So it's really all on you to get that done at whatever rate that you decide to do that at.
Perfect.
Right.
Will do.
Alrighty. So that is pretty much all that I wanted to cover on this first call. But if you had any other questions you wanted to ask me.
Yeah, just on the bottom, because it's you need to cancel your Team Beachbody membership until you become Emerald. So do I just email them and say, what do I say to them kind of thing?
Yeah, you just want to email them. That is what that is. It's like a $40 quarterly charge, and that gets you, I'm not sure if it's different in Canada, but it gets you access to the on-demand stuff. And then once you're an Emerald, you kind of have to pay that $40 quarterly because that covers, you get customer leads as an Emerald. So they give you free customers, you get commission off their orders and all that stuff. So it kind of makes up for that. But yeah, you can just email Coach Relations and tell them that, hi, I'm a brand new coach and I would like to cancel my quarterly club membership charge because I am not an Emerald coach yet. And then give them your ID and stuff, just so they don't cancel your whole coach account.
That's why I was afraid to email them. I don't want them to cancel my whole account. So what do I say to them?
Yeah, just tell them I would like to cancel my club membership since I am not an Emerald coach yet, and then they will cancel that for you.
Perfect. Yeah. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. It's just trying to get through all the videos and everything.
Yeah.
6 hours of videos over the weekend. So I'm just trying to absorb everything and learn kind of how to do things properly. But I'm pretty independent. I do things pretty well on myself. So I can just kind of get going at my pace and I'll have everything done.
All right. Awesome. That's good though that you're self-motivated too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Get my stuff done. I know when I'm really focused and I'll get a ton done. And then I know myself when I need a minute to breathe and I might have a few off days and then I just kind of get back at it. So I'm used to it.
Well, that's awesome though. I like that. I could tell that you were really driven when we started talking because you were so interested in everything. So I'm really excited to start working with you because I know you're going to be super successful with this.
Hope so. And I can get like clients, like if say I find somebody on like Instagram or anything, anybody in like the States or even other countries, that can kind of drive towards them too, right?
Yeah, it's anyone in the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico for right now. I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure that we're expanding in the future, like near future, because I keep finding a ton of people in like Australia, and it's really frustrating. But yeah, what you want to do, because I know you're big on Instagram, like that's how we connected. What you
Mhm.
want to do is kind of get them to convert to your Facebook. So you want to talk to them on their photos, kind of like a couple photos, comment on a few, start a conversation with them on their pictures, and be like, hey, like you're really chill. I'm sorry, I totally like stalk this crap out of your Instagram, but you seem pretty cool. Would you be willing to connect with me on Facebook or something, like something just lighthearted and friendly like that? So then once they're on your Facebook, you can get like to know them more, because it's
Yeah.
so much easier to talk to somebody on Facebook than it is on Instagram.
I just find it's easier to like post and stuff on Instagram because I feel like a lot of, I don't know if it's just like my friends in my group, but a lot of people get annoyed with all the posts. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you constantly post on Facebook, they're like, oh my God, they'll just like block or ignore it. So that's why I'm sparse with my Facebook and I'm more like every day with my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're following that Instagram account, you know what I'm going to be posting about and you know I'm a nutrition. I
Yeah.
think people I find are more like open to that. And I find like with the Facebook, people get really annoyed really easily. So I think
Mm-hmm.
like even every other day or something, just to not overwhelm people and not be like, oh my gosh, she's posting again kind of thing. And you
Well,
slowly,
you don't have to always just post about nutrition. That's what I said. You could post like other things too that interest you. So kind of mix it up. You could post about your workouts. You could post about like just funny stuff, just whatever resonates with you, so that you don't have to worry about coming off to like crazy fitness lady all of a sudden. But
I
I
mean,
know, like for me, I do have friends who were my Facebook friends who deleted me, and whatever, I don't care. I don't care because they're like looking at me now, like, okay, well, I guess she was kind of legit. So honestly, you can't let people and their opinions bother you. Like one of my best friends, her sister blocked her on Facebook because she was sick and tired of seeing all her stuff, and like she wasn't okay with where she was in her life, and like to see her being successful and happy made her upset, so she blocked her. And my friend was like, I don't care, whatever. She's just not comfortable with herself now, so I mean you can't really do anything about it, but yeah, it'll be all right.
well, I'm excited. I'm gonna try and like get the stuff done day by day so that I can kind of start to build already.
Mhm.
It'll be good.
Yep. And if you have anyone who's interested in what you're doing, like coach wise, you can always ask them to, if they were be willing to set up a three-way with like me, you, and your friends, so that I can kind of talk to them about coaching, kind of like how I talk to you, and then you can see how I talk to people about coaching. So it's kind of like a learning experience for you and could possibly help you sign your first coach. And also we have our sneak peek group coming up starting on Monday, like this coming Monday. So you can always invite people if they're like, well, what are you doing? You could tell them like we have a sneak peek group coming up where you can learn a little bit about what it is that we do, get like an inside look, and then you can decide if maybe it's something you'd be interested in. So that's also something that you can invite your friends to if they're talking to you and they ask you about it.
Oh, cool.
Or
Okay, so
even if you have someone who you think would be an awesome coach and you just want to invite them to that group, go for it.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to invite them like to kind of be like a client, I invite them to the food, fun, and fitness group.
That's just a free group that I have that's kind of become something where we can just add really cool people to and then kind of get to know them. And eventually, if we feel like they'd be awesome on our team, we can invite them to be a coach. If we feel like we can help them and they would like to be in a challenge group, we can talk to them about that. But that's become more or less a group to just like add really cool people to. So you can always invite people to that if you feel like the conversation runs flat and you don't know what to really say to them and it feels awkward to invite them to a challenge group. You can just invite them to the free group so that they can kind of interact with everybody first. So that's kind of why that's in place. Ah, you're frozen.
Please. Oh no. You
Okay,
see?
you're back.
It's my stupid phone.
It's okay.
All right, good. So yeah, so I'm just gonna email Team Beachbody, get that going.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're good.
All right, awesome. Well, I will talk to you next week. Does this time work the same time, or do you have different schedules every week?
I'll double check, but it'll probably be next week on Thursday again.
Okay. Did you want to just schedule that call then, or did you want me to do it now so I can hold the spot for you?
No, I can schedule it from your the email you sent me. I can just book a new call, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, probably do that just to make sure because I don't want to
Okay.
book something with you and then cancel or something stupid.
All right, that works.
Perfect.
All
All
right,
right.
well, I will talk to you next week, and I'm sure I'll talk to you before then too. So you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you soon.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay, bye,
Bye.
Carolyn. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.